Alright, I'm going to start working on the back of this again. And I'm going to cut this angle iron out. Like I said in a previous video, I think it might be bed rail. You know, because over here we're shelving, bed rail or shelving, I'm not sure, because it got the little oblong holes here. Don't know, but we're going to cut that out and put some good metal in there, straight metal, and put it in from behind so we have something to tack to in the front, and we'll see what happens. Alright, it's another day, and I cut this out yesterday, that piece that was there. And the funny thing is, when I cut that out, remember there was a big swale right here, and well, this piece of metal is almost perfect. You know, that panel came right back to where it was wanted to be. So I cut this piece of angle iron, even cut the bottom off a little skinnier than it was. So we got 2 inches, and 2 inches will just about cover that. See that it comes up about a 1/4 inch. But like I said, I'm going to stick this in from behind so I can actually push this panel into where it is. So let me show you what it's going to look like. And before I put this piece in there, I'm going to take a wire wheel, and I can get it from behind. Wire brush all of that. That way I can put some seam sealer. So I could actually come from behind here and do it, but it's a lot easier to work from the front. So I could put this sideways like this one and do that, but like I said, I can wire wheel that off from the front, and then I can seam seal it. So that's going to work out good. And like I said, I can get back here after I seam seal it. I could spray this whole area or paint it with frame paint, or spray some of that black rubberized undercoating on it. So let me show you how nice this fits. I'll set you up on the frame here. Alright, I got you set up on the truck, so you may get a little shaky and wiggly there, because when I lean on it, see the way it moves. So I'll try not to shake. But yeah, I got this. This is how it's going to go in. It's going to stay out of your way. Look at that. Went in. Already went in like it had eyes. But let me zoom you in here. And then you see how tight that is? Right? I know this panel here is flat. So it's going to go right here. You can see how tight that is. And then even on this side, you can't see this side over here, but it's just as tight. And then what I could do is I could push this panel in. There's a little dent here, and I can straighten that. You know, then I can push from the outside and make it perfectly flush with this piece here. So that's going to work out fine. All right, let me wire wheel the back of it, and then grind all of this and get that ready to weld. Alright. Alright. Yeah, we got that all done. We're all ready to put some fiberglass on there. We're happy with the turn. That's that piece of steel actually took the dents out and everything, so it's going to be hardly any body putty and everything. Worst part was welding the bottom half here to this bed rail that was under there. You know, I was gonna cut it out on the floor, but it would have been too much trouble because of the structure behind it. So that's why we welded it to the bed rail. You know, looks like hell, but it's welded pretty good. Had to crank it up real high. You know, that stuff doesn't want to weld that easy. So, all right, like I said, that's all going to be painted with the frame paint, and it's going to be under the floor, so you'll never see it. But right now, you know, the sun's starting to go down. Well, it's up there, but I want to get some fiberglass on here, and then maybe we'll get a coat of putty on there. I was going to start the other side, but you know, one thing at a time. All right. All right. got that slopped up with a thin coat of putty. You can see it's just barely, it's probably not even a 1/16 of an inch. But that'll cover up our weld, fill in that little, well, fiberglass filled in that little gap. So there's going to be hardly any plastic on this at all, just enough to keep it straight. Alright, I think that's going to be enough for today. Tomorrow's Sunday, so I doubt if I'll work on this tomorrow. Maybe I'll wait till Monday. Maybe I'll watch a few football games and a race or something. But what do you guys say? We'll see you tomorrow? Alright. See you then. Yeah, I meant Monday. I'm gonna rest tomorrow. Alright. Alright. Back here and it's Monday, and it's been raining pretty much all morning. It's stopped now, and it's starting to dry up a little bit. And this is where we left you off. We put a little putty on there. You know, a lot of you guys might not have seen how bad that was before I put that angle iron in. So maybe I'll, if I remember, I'll insert a little video clip that shows you. It was like a 1-inch dent in there, half the way down, and it just came right back into place once I took that bent angle iron out. So, all right, where we're going? We're going next. This rear quarter panel is in bad shape. Looks like they used bed rail or something. You know, it must have been rotting out, and they put bed rail there, and looks like they warped it. Here's a straight edge here, and you can see the whatever that angle iron was bent right here, and I think they just welded to it. I don't know. It's pretty bad, but it's about 3/4 of an inch, and like I say, you got a belly coming out here. So here's the game plan for back here. Not much we can do today, but and also I wanted to mention that I cut this angle iron out with cutting wheels, and I think I used about 4 of them. So I think on this side, I think this might be a little thinner. I'm not sure, but anyway, I think what I'll do is maybe we'll try using that plasma cutter, and at least on the bottom. On the top, the reason I didn't use it over there is because, you know, the plasma cutter leaves slag and whatever they got a special name for it. But the cutting wheel leaves a nice clean cut. So I think maybe we'll cut up here. And then somebody put a little patch here. It's about an 1/8 inch steel or more. 3/16 it looks like. So we'll cut that out, and we'll put our own little sheet metal patch in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow this down, get out most of the water, and blow away some of the flammables here, and maybe move the Queen's car so we don't burn it up. So let me do that, and then we'll try and cut that with a plasma cutter. All right. Yeah, this side is got a pretty bad bulge in it too. You know, it's just the way they weld it. You see this piece of steel down here is also bent, and they just put the metal to it. So we're gonna get that. It has a dent right here too. So I don't know how well you can see that, but it's a good 1/2 inch belly there, especially when you come down there. So I'm gonna take the cutoff wheel and cut the thin metal there. And like I said, we're gonna cut out this little piece here, and then we'll get the plasma cutter and see what it does. Alright, yeah, cut the bottom here, and you see how much movement there is now. So that popped right back into shape where it should be. You know, once I pull that dent, it should be okay. But I cut around all this stuff, and I even tried to cut off this this angle here. Like I said, I don't know what it is, shelving or bed rail or what, but it's pretty hard. So I cut everything with the cut-off wheel and a hacksaw, and now we'll see if we can make a decent straight cut there. All right, yeah, it did its job. I mean, once I got most of it ground down and the rust away from it, it actually worked pretty good. You know, I'm not a big fan of them on cars and trucks and bodywork and stuff like that, but when it comes to thicker metal and junkyards and stuff like that, they work good. Some guys love these things. They can make art with them and stuff like that, but you know, I like to keep them away from a car. But it did what we wanted it to, so can't complain, right? That's what it is. That's the name of it right there, Prime Weld, in case anybody wants to know. Alright, let me clean this up and get the angle ready. Like I say, I'm not going to do any welding or body work out here. We're just going to get it ready for a sunny day. And I'm only going to get one for a couple days, so we'll see. Alright, it's the next day, and it rained all morning. Ground's still wet. I still got a little water up in the truck here, but I'm going to blow that out, and the sun is shining now. I don't know if you can see it up there, but I don't know how long it's going to be out, but I think maybe we can clean this up and at least get something though. Maybe we can at least get that piece welded in there. Alright, and if we have time and everything, maybe we can grind everything down and get some putty on there, or at least fiberglass. Alright. Alright. Yeah, we had to put the brakes on it. It started raining again. Not much, but just enough to screw the pooch here, so at least we got it cut and fit. This piece will go in there, and I just have to grind that down and weld it. So it's getting late in the day anyway, so we're really to miss out, you know. We lost maybe about an hour, so I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow, right? Alright. Alright, it's the next day, and it's late in the day. It's about 3 o'clock, and it stopped raining, but it's clearing up. So let's see what we got here. The sky's starting to get bright over there, so we got about an hour by the time I get my tools out and start welding up and stuff. So our game plan is we'll just clean up the edge here and try and get this welded in, and possibly get some fiberglass on it. So I'm not going to grind all this down and put putty on or nothing like that. Our main goal is like I said, we only got an hour, so I want to try and get this welded in at least, you know. Whatever we can do, whatever we can get, right? That's one less thing we got to do. Alright. Alright. Yeah, the sun came out, but before it came out, it rained again, so I had to dry all this up again, continue on. I could see it was going to clear up, but we didn't get as much done as I wanted to. But at least I got the hunk of steel in there, and I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to grind or anything. We'll just because it's like after 5 o'clock already, so I still got to clean up. So all right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. I think it's supposed to be nice and clear all day. All right. All right. It's the next day, and nice and clear out here. Look, I got a shadow. The sun is shining. The birds are singing. The dogs are barking. So this thing is taking 4 days. This little patch is taking 4 days because of the weather. So without further ado, let's get rocking. Alright, yeah, we got that all ready to sand and stuff like that. It came out pretty good. It's actually really flat. So I actually had to cut a relief right about here because there was a bulbous thing right there. But I hammered that all into place and stitched it up, and it's nice now. So alright, I think that's going to be it for today, but sun's starting to come down, and I'm not going to start sanding this for a while. I'll show you what we're going to do next. Oh, whoa, be careful, Road King. If we lose you, we're in trouble. Alright, I'm coming to the front of the truck here, and this is what I'm going to do next. Instead of sanding the sides and the back and stuff like that, I'm going to try and get this done. And I already started a little bit a while ago. I filled in these holes because somebody, to reinforce this floor and everything, they put this angle iron in. Excuse me. So I'm going to have to incorporate that. I filled them holes in because it was there filling with water, and I think that's what rotted out the rest of the floor down there. But well, this shouldn't take too much. I mean, right here there's a little dent. These panels here, they're pretty flat. Even the sides here, I might leave the way they are with the factory rivet marks and everything, and just clean all this up. And all of these indents are pretty good, except right here there's a dent. This one's good. That one feels good. That one feels good. And that one feels good. So all of them except one of them is bad. So these will all be flat panels, and they should be pretty easy. I could do them individually because they're only about 14 inches wide, 14 by 16. And I could do them individually, or I could try and do it as one piece. But and even this side here is good too. So I think I should be able to get this thing done from front to back all in one day. And like I say, even this angle iron here, I'm going to put a nice little swale on there and make it look good. Even come down in here, swale in there, and it's gonna look good. So that's where we're going next. And from there we'll go to the sides and sand them down. So yeah, we're making great progress. So I don't know how much time we have left on this video, but we're going to call this one good. So what do you guys say? Enough of this? I appreciate you guys watching and commenting and supporting me. You know, because some of the stuff gets pretty dull. You know, on these four corners, you know, I'm in a crunch for time, and that's all just repetitive stuff. So that's why I didn't show you how it's done. I just did it and then showed you what got done. With this back panel here, I might show you step by step for you guys that are interested, and how to do a little body work. All right, enough talking. We'll see you guys in the next one.